If you clicked on this video, chances are you are dealing with an injury and aren't sure what to do next. Getting injured is one of the most frustrating things that can happen to anyone passionate about fitness, whether you are an athlete or someone who simply loves being in the gym. It can be mentally draining and demotivating when you are suddenly unable to do what you enjoy most. And if fitness is your profession, whether you are a competitive bodybuilder, personal trainer, or fitness model, the impact can feel even greater. The fear of losing progress and all the hard work you have put in can push you to keep training through the pain. But at the same time, you are worried about making the injury worse. Maybe your doctor even told you to stop resistance training altogether and focus on endurance sports instead, not fully understanding how that can affect your life and mental well-being. This often leaves you feeling stuck and unsure of what to do. Believe me, I have been there many times and I know how hard that can be on you psychologically. But after spending more than 2 decades competing at a high level in judo and bodybuilding, I have developed my ultimate 6-step process for training safely even while dealing with common injuries. This process helped me continue progressing and avoid losing any of my hard-earned gains. It is not the usual tips like icing, physical therapy, or taking medications. It is all practical steps and easy to apply in the real world. In today's video, I will share all this information with you so you don't need to repeat the mistakes I made or waste any time, so you can enjoy your fitness or bodybuilding journey without major setbacks. But before we begin, a quick disclaimer, I am not a doctor or physical therapist. All the information in this video is based on my years of personal experience as an athlete and coach, combined with my academic background as I hold a bachelor degree in sports science. So please consult your doctor or physical therapist before making any decisions based on this video. So now, let's get started with step number 1. When you feel pain, stop and go home. If you are doing a set of any exercise and suddenly feel a pain, or if something doesn't feel right, like minor tear or discomfort, stop immediately. Don't try to test it by doing another rep to see if it hurts again. Also avoid moving the injured area in different directions to check if the pain is still there, as doing this might aggravate the injury and make it worse. I am telling you this because I have made this mistake several times before, and trust me, it will only make things worse. Once you stop, you have 2 options. The first option is to train a completely different muscle group that doesn't involve the injured area. For example, if you injured your shoulder, avoid any exercises that involve the upper body. Even if you are training legs, skip movements like squats that maybe put strain on your shoulder. Stick to light machine-based exercises that doesn't involve the injured area. The second option is to end your workout and go home. In my opinion, this is usually the better option, and you will thank yourself later for making that decision. If I could go back and change anything, it would be always listen to my body whenever I felt a minor injury. Don't be stubborn, just go home and rest. So, what should you do next? Don't train the injured body part until it doesn't hurt during your daily activities. After you head home, take time to rest. You might even need to take some anti-inflammatory medication for a few days. But here is the key. Don't train the injured body part until it no longer hurts during your normal daily activities. Does this mean you have to stop training completely? Absolutely not. Completely stopping training will actually slow down your recovery and will not solve the problem at all. It is important to keep the blood flowing to accelerate the healing process. So, how you can train during this recovery period? The answer is simple. You are allowed to do any exercise that you can perform without any pain. And I mean zero pain. If exercise causes even 1% of discomfort during this period, it is completely off limits. For example, if a flat barbell bench press causes shoulder pain, don't do it. Swap it for something like an incline machine press if that doesn't bother your shoulder. I often get asked, Coach, my shoulder hurts when I do the flat barbell bench press. What should I do? And my answer is always simple. Don't do the flat barbell bench press. I know that response might annoy some people because they want to lift heavy and show off their strength in the gym. But guys, please understand there is no single exercise that is mandatory. You don't have to do the flat bench press to develop your chest. There are plenty of alternatives that can build your chest just effectively, if not more so. But what if you have a shoulder injury and every upper body exercise causes pain? That brings us to tip number 3, which offers a brilliant solution, which is unilateral training. So what exactly is unilateral training? It is simply training one limb at a time, whether it is your arm or your leg. For example, think of exercises like single arm dumbbell bicep curl or single arm machine row. But here is where it gets really interesting. When you train one side of your body, your brain actually sends signals to both sides. This phenomenon is called cross-education, meaning that even if you are only working your right side, your left side is still benefiting from the exercise. So how does cross-education work? So now, let's dive into the science behind this. When you perform unilateral exercises, your nervous system gets involved. Research shows that your brain doesn't just activate the muscles on the side you are training. It also sends signals to the other side, even though it is not moving. This cross-education effect helps reduce strength loss in the injured side and can even help you maintain muscle mass without directly training it. Numerous studies support this phenomenon, but I will cover them in more detail in another video to keep this video not too long. So what does this mean for you? If you are recovering from an injury and can train the injured body part without pain, you don't have to stop going to the gym. You can keep training the healthy side of your body and the injured side will still benefit. For instance, if you have injured your right shoulder, you can still do shoulder exercises on the left side. Over time, your right arm will retain much of its strength even though it is not being directly worked. This applies to your legs as well. Single leg exercises like leg extensions or leg presses will keep your healthy leg active while helping maintain strength in your injured leg. You can even stick to your usual training split, incorporating unilateral exercises for the injured side. You might need to swap some exercises like replacing barbell movements with machines to make your training more manageable. Before moving to the next point, if you find value in this video, please like, subscribe to help grow the channel on YouTube. And now let's move to the fourth point, which is eliminate the cause and select exercises that don't hurt, then gradually expand your exercise selection. Once you are able to start training normally again, it is crucial to eliminate the exercise that causes you pain. For example, if the barbell squat consistently leads to injury, it is time to remove it from your routine permanently. Instead, replace it with alternative exercises like pendulum squat or hack squat, both of which can provide similar benefits without the risk of injury. As I have said before, there is no mandatory exercise in bodybuilding. That is the beauty of the sport. You have a wide variety of exercises to choose from to target the same muscles. This flexibility is a major advantage in bodybuilding compared to powerlifting, where specific lifts are required for competition. You can even modify certain exercises and work within a shorter range of motion that doesn't cause pain. For example, if a full squat is painful, you can perform half squat. If half squat hurts, try quarter squats. Gradually, you can increase the range of motion over time, as long as it doesn't cause discomfort. When reintroducing exercise after recovery, don't rush into doing multiple exercises all at once for the previously injured body part. Start slowly and gradually add exercises back into your routine. If you add too many exercises too quickly, it can be difficult to pinpoint which one might be causing you pain, especially since the discomfort may not appear immediately but could develop hours or even days after your workout. By reintroducing exercises one at a time, you can better monitor your progress and ensure that you are not aggravating the injury again. And step number 5, optimize your sleep and nutrition. Most people, when they get injured, tend to throw in the towel. They completely abandon their nutrition plan and stop paying attention to their sleep and hydration. They give up on all the good habits they developed to build their physique. However, by continuing to follow your nutrition plan and optimizing your sleep and hydration, you will recover much faster. Going off plan will not help. In fact, it will extend your recovery period, causing you to gain body fat and lose muscle, and when you eventually return, you will be starting from a worse place, which can be discouraging, and this brings us to the last point. You have to be patient and disciplined. Dealing with an injury can be extremely frustrating and even lead to feelings of depression. But you have to understand that injuries are a part of the sport. And no matter what you do, you are likely to encounter some injuries throughout your career. Hopefully only minor ones. Even if you are doing everything right, like warming up properly and executing exercises with a perfect form, injuries can still occur. It is the accumulation of thousands of reps and the stress that builds up over time during your training career. So injuries are normal and part of your journey. While you should do your best to avoid them, if something does happen, don't give up. Throwing in the towel won't make you happier or solve the problem. In fact, it is usually like a test of your commitment. If you truly love this bodybuilding lifestyle and enjoy working out, these tough times will reveal your character and prove whether you have the passion to overcome obstacles. It is about proving to yourself that you will do whatever it takes to come back from an injury. By following these 6 steps, you will be able to continue progressing without having to take time completely off from the gym in 99% of cases. It would also be even more helpful if you work with a highly skilled physical therapist who specializes in working with athletes. However, in extreme cases such as serious injury, especially something like disc bulge or other back issues, I recommend taking it seriously and getting it checked by a medical professional before making any decisions. If you found value in this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos. For online coaching and consultations, you can check out my website. I will leave the link to my website below in the description. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.